Today's video was presented to you by the EA Creator Network. Special thanks to EA for letting me get early access to Madden 24 to capture this video for you today. If you want more exclusive Madden 24 content, be sure to subscribe and turn that notification bell on so you never miss an upload. What's going on, everybody? We got some exclusive early capture Madden 24 gameplay for you guys today. Just want you to keep in mind what you are about to see is still a early build. It's a work in progress, but I hope you enjoy the gameplay.
Madden football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Minnesota Vikings and the New York Jets, and it's coming up next.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion New York Jets taking on the champions from the NFC, the Minnesota Vikings. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, safe to say it has been a long time since we talked about the Jets in the Super Bowl. You have to go back to Joe Namath in Super Bowl III to find their last involvement in this game.
And Brandon, when I go back through the recesses of my mind, when Joe Namath was running off the field, Super Bowl III, forget it. I'm not counting up those years. Let's just say it's been a long time. And there's Jets fans who stuck around through it all, and what a night this could be if they can finish off what they've set out to do.
Meanwhile, for the Vikings, this may be their best chance to finally break the goose egg, Charles. They've been here 4 times previously, still looking, though, for that first Super Bowl victory.
And as every Vikings fan can tell you, those were Super Bowls 4, 8, 9, and 11. So going on close to a half century since their last appearance in the big game.
And we are underway here in Las Vegas. This taken in at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. So here the Vikings set to go to work, and they're led by the leading passer in the NFC a season ago. Now in his 12th year, 6th as a Viking, Kirk Cousins.
As we begin the Super Bowl, we are looking at one of the game's most important players. And whether he's the centerpiece of the offense or taking a backseat to his teammates, offenses always look to the quarterback to be a leader in moments like this. He's got to be that calm, composed pillar out there who stays level-headed and keeps everyone focused on the task at hand.
They go play action. Cousins. Complete. Jefferson the target. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down. Now Cousins. Into the hands of the rookie Jordan Addison. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the first. So, Charles, defensively here, you're going up against a veteran quarterback. He's got a lot of know-how, a ton of savvy, but a guy who's not the most mobile of quarterbacks. What's the plan of attack?
You spend all week pumping up your defensive front. Your defensive tackles, your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys who go after the quarterback the most, because you know that he's not going to run and beat you consistently throughout the game. You can rush more aggressively off the edge and even up the middle, because even if he evades you, he's not going to go very far. You have a lot more confidence going after him in the pocket.
Now a second down throw for Cousins. Pass caught here by Osborne. A big play there for Minnesota. 47 yards.
Well, after the standard 2-week layoff, you always wonder how's your offense going to respond and come out and play here in the Super Bowl. Well, they got a great answer right there and almost a sigh of relief on that side of the field because now they've got to feel like they can use their entire playbook and game plan for this one.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Cousins. Over the middle and complete to Addison. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be second down. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
First carry now for Alexander Madison. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
That brings us to the end of one in Super Bowl 58. Much more to come from Las Vegas after this. 0-0 our score. The NFL on EA Sports continues right after this message. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Madison. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Alexander Madison, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings have struck quickly here in the opening minute of this Super Bowl. So they only needed a couple of feet there on 4th down, but they got more than that and then some as he takes this into the end zone.
And I love your description right there, right? 4th and short. They got that. No problem. Let's go ahead and get the rest of it. Finish it off in the end zone. Touchdown. Everyone goes away happy on that one.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. But the new-look Jets ready to go on offense, and it is the veteran Aaron Rodgers at quarterback.
And no doubt he's living out a dream right now. He's had dating back to his first days of playing football as a kid. But he certainly can't get lost in the moment right now. There's still a Super Bowl to be played, and his offense, they're looking to him to be their leader. You can take it all in when it's over. Right now, you've got the biggest game of your life to win.
Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. Now Rodgers. Caught by Wilson. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. 2 minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Rodgers going to throw. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Good call there on first down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
Rodgers in control as he hurries his guys to the line. To throw is Rodgers. To throw on 2nd down. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. And again, it's Rodgers. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Rodgers to throw. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. And they're going to have a first down, and they're in field goal range as well as they're down inside the 20.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. The right side going to be caught by Hardman. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Throwing now is Rodgers. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
3rd and goal, a big play in this Super Bowl. Rodgers to throw once more. And that is incomplete.
I'd say that he learned from his costly red zone pick earlier in the game because this time he puts the throw away from where any defender can make a play on it. Unfortunately, he also sailed it over his intended target, and that doesn't work out well either.
So Rodgers will depart, and on is Greg Zuerlein for the Jets field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Zuerlein's kick is up and through, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing it to break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board, give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with a 7-3 lead, we'll see how aggressive they want to be. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Throwing is Cousins. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. From the gun, here's Cousins. This one caught by Osborne, right side. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Final play of the half, Cousins. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. So we've arrived at halftime here in Super Bowl 57. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, BG, thanks very much, and welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, and we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side could play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. And they trail here in this Super Bowl, but fortunately for them, Charles, very much still within striking range.
Yeah, things didn't go exactly the way they planned in the first half. To me, they appeared to be a little bit tight, made a few errors they normally wouldn't. But, of course, this is the Super Bowl, so things get a little bit heightened in that regard. But I think they have to feel a little fortunate. They're only down what they are here starting the third quarter.
A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Taking in left side, it's Wilson. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. From the 46, here's the 2nd down and 4. To throw, it's Rodgers. Open man is Uzomah. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Rodgers now on first down. He'll find Lazard here over the middle. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Rodgers again now. And Lazard's got it again. He's into space past the 25. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 27 yards there, a first down.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now the second-year man back from injury. It's Breece Hall. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. We are through 3 quarters of play here from Allegiant Stadium in Super Bowl 58. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Folks, welcome back to the biggest stage in sports, the Super Bowl, and now we get down to the good stuff, the 4th and final quarter. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick, but instead it's 3rd down.
Oh, this defense knows. 4th quarter, they need to make a play. That one was ripe for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive. Stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
Zerline's kick is up and through, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. And now out comes Minnesota. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A one-score game. 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The safety, Adrian Amos, comes crashing in for the sack.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. They'll go Madison up the middle. It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. And here's Ryan Wright now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Jets will take over. So now Rodgers with a new team, but in a spot he's been before. Down by 1. And time, a huge factor. A field goal wins the Super Bowl, but work to do here on 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Here's 2nd down and 3. Back to throw, Rodgers. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the first. And they are knocking on the door of field goal range now.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are in the field?
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. On 1st and 10, it's Hall to the 36-yard line. Stop there.
Personal foul. Basement. Defense.
But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
Here's 1st and 10. Rodgers to throw. This is Lazard with a catch out left. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Here's 2nd down. Now Rodgers. That's pulled in by Wilson. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here's 1st and goal. Gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Second and goal from the 1. Back to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late-game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw is made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
They'll look to run with Hall. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to take the lead here in the final minute. Zerline's kick is up and through. That might just have been the most pressure-filled kick in Super Bowl history, but he stepped up, knocked it through just like it was a Tuesday practice in July.
And if it's not the most pressure-filled, it's certainly right among them. A title on the line, and he comes through. Nails.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Kene Nwangu. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Minnesota. They had just relinquished the lead on the field goal. Ensuing kickoff, they get that lead right back.
So does this come under the heading of you can't keep a good team down?
There you go. That works. Eye for an eye.
I'm with you on that one. Just to be able to break back immediately. Not down at all. No heads down after giving up the lead and coming right back at them. And a special team score, that's like gold in a coach's manual.
Joseph on for the extra point. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. And what a job there by all 11 on the kick return. The blocking excellent, the return excellent. The result, 6 points. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. One final try for Rodgers. We've seen this before. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. And they have done it. The Minnesota Vikings are the Super Bowl champions. And the Lombardi Trophy is going back to the land of 10,000 lakes. For the victors, getting to hoist that Lombardi Trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. But the accomplishment, forever.